Hello, everybody. I'm here with a friend of mine, and we're going to do a quick 5 minutes with Vincent Bauldrick. Vince, kind of introduce yourself as far as telling folks a little bit about yourself and
Well,
how you got here today.
of course, my name is Vince, retired Air Force. Been playing golf for a little while and chasing after this guy up and down the golf course. But thanks for giving me the opportunity to sit down with you, Kirk, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, Vince is, well, I will say that Vince is the guy who keeps me on my toes. As we're out there playing, most of the time, I have to look to my left or my right to find out where Vince is because I know he's coming. So how long have you been golfing, Vince?
About a little over 25 years. Bad golf, good golf, all different phases of golf. Yeah, about 25 years.
How'd you get introduced to it?
Like I said, I was playing a lot of other sports, basketball, baseball, during my time in the military. And as I got older, and I met up with some older gentlemen that they loved the game, and they would go out and fellowship, and I got invited out with them, and they seemed to be having a good time, enjoying each other on the golf course. So I started hanging out, going out with them, and I just kept playing, kept working on my game from there.
Oh. Now, where are you from originally?
Originally from South Carolina.
And now South Carolina has hundreds of golf courses, but as growing up as a kid, you mean to tell me you didn't play golf as a kid?
Yeah, when I was growing up, the other, neighborhood sports, basketball, baseball, were the more popular athletic venues for most of the kids that I grew up, most of the kids that I know. I'm probably one of a few that I grew up with that even plays golf now. And but it just, the culture in the South wasn't amenable to kids of color to go out and play golf. First of all, it was probably out of most of our budgets. And secondly, you didn't see anybody that looked like you out there playing golf. I mean, if they were out there on a golf course, they were working, either riding a lawnmower, cutting grass, or caddying for someone, but not playing.
Well, you should mention it. As I was growing up, I have an older brother, and he was between the ages of maybe 15 or 16, and he was old enough or big enough to caddy, so he was able to carry the bag and go out with the guys as they played. Me being only 10 years old, I wasn't able to carry the bag, but what they had me do was they would have me go and stand out into the woods as they would hit their tee shots, and once the ball went into the woods, if I found the ball, they would give me $1. So I was what's called a spotter. So I'm 10 years old, out in the woods, waiting for these old white guys to hit a golf ball into the woods, and then I find it and they give me money.
Well, if they play like we play, you might have made a good chunk of money at $1 a ball.
But yeah, that was my first experience with golf. But like I said, not to play it, but to just know that it was even a game. So what keeps you coming back?
First of all, it's the camaraderie with the guys that we play with. There's a bunch of guys. We all have similar experiences in life because a lot of us are military, all about the same age. But and it's just, for me, golf is therapy. So I come out, and that's my way of unwinding and just dealing with. If I'm dealing with serious stuff, I go play golf. If I'm having a good time, I go play golf. So golf for me is just it's a release. I tell my wife all the time, I'm going to see my therapist, and that's all. She tells her girlfriend, her friends, that I'm going to see my girlfriend. I tell her I'm going to see my therapist.
So, have you had any lessons from a PGA teaching pro?
Over the 25 years, I've had one lesson, and that came about. I had a hitch in my swing, a really bad hitch, and some guys that I play golf with, they were going down to Marriott Golf Academy down in Florida. So I went down and I took 3 days of lessons to get rid of that hitch. But it's just, over the time, I got better at golf just by playing a lot of golf and watching other people that were good at golf, kind of emulating their the way that they approach the game.
So, last question. Who on the PGA Tour, not named Tiger Woods, is your favorite golfer?
Well, I'd have to go back, and they're not currently on the tour, but there are two players that I enjoyed watching them play golf. One is Lee Trevino, because, and they call him the happy Mexican, because no matter how he was out there, how his game was going, if you looked at him, if you saw him interacting with the people on the court, the players around him, and the fans on the course, he always had a smile on his face.
Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This has been a quick 5 minutes with Vincent Bauldrick, and I want to thank you, Vince.
It's my pleasure, Kurt. Anytime.
So, for the folks out there, if you hit the thumbs up, to like and share, and then to basically, you leave comments if you like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. The notification bell will keep you informed on new content as we go through the remainder of our season. There'll be more interviews and more golf, and you'll be able to follow us as we go through these events. I want to thank you once again.
My pleasure.